Once upon a time, in a faraway kingdom, there was a king named Henry. He was a proud and arrogant ruler who always wanted more. His kingdom was already rich, but he was never satisfied. He constantly sought ways to increase his wealth and power. One day, while on a hunting trip, King Henry stumbled upon a mysterious cave. As he explored deeper into the cave, he found a golden lamp. Without hesitation, he rubbed the lamp, and a genie appeared before him. The genie said, "I will grant you one wish, but be warned. Everything comes with a price." King Henry, without even thinking about it, immediately wished for the power to turn anything he touched into gold. The genie granted his wish, and King Henry was ecstatic. He touched a small rock, and it immediately turned into a glittering golden nugget. He touched a tree, and it turned into a magnificent golden statue. He couldn't believe the power he possessed. King Henry was overjoyed with his newfound wealth. He turned everything he could get his hands on into gold. His palace became a golden fortress. His furniture turned into sparkling treasures, and even his food and drink turned into gold. People from all over the kingdom came to marvel at the wonders of King Henry's golden kingdom. He was the wealthiest king in all the land, and his subjects revered him. However, as time passed, King Henry began to realize that his power was not a blessing, but a curse. He couldn't touch anything without turning it into gold, not even his beloved wife, Queen Isabella. The queen pleaded with him to find a way to reverse the curse, but King Henry was consumed by his desire for more gold. He turned a deaf ear to her and continued on his quest for more riches. As time passed, the kingdom began to suffer. The people were starving, and poverty was rampant. The once golden kingdom was now nothing more than a wasteland. King Henry realized that he had made a grave mistake. His obsession for wealth had cost him everything that truly mattered, including the love of his life and the well-being of his people. Desperate to find a way to reverse the curse, King Henry sought the help of the genie once again. But the genie simply laughed and disappeared, leaving King Henry with his curse. Realizing that he was alone in his quest, King Henry set out to find a solution on his own. He knew that he had to find a way to reverse the curse before it was too late. And so King Henry began his journey, hoping to find a way to break the curse and make amends for his mistakes. Alexander couldn't believe the turn his life had taken. He had gone from being the wealthiest and most powerful king in the land to a lonely man with nothing but his golden possessions. As he sat in his empty palace, Alexander realized the true price of his greed. He had lost everything that truly mattered in life, and all he had left was gold. He had tried everything to break the curse, but nothing had worked. The genie had warned him of the price, but he had been blinded by his desire for wealth and power. Alexander thought back to his childhood, to the days when he had been happy with just a few toys and a loving family. He realized that all the gold in the world couldn't replace the love and relationships he had lost. Determined to make things right, Alexander decided to use his wealth for good. He used his golden treasures to build schools and hospitals for his people, and to help those in need. The people were amazed at the sudden change in their king. They had always known him as a greedy and selfish ruler, but now he was using his wealth to improve their lives. Alexander realized that true happiness came from helping others and making a difference in the world. He no longer cared about his own wealth or power, but instead focused on using his resources for the greater good. As time passed, Alexander's curse became a distant memory. The people of his kingdom had come to respect and admire him for his selflessness and generosity. And then one day, something miraculous happened. As Alexander was walking through his palace gardens, he stumbled upon a golden flower. As he reached out to touch it, he felt a strange sensation. To his amazement, the flower remained a flower. He tried touching other objects and found that he could no longer turn things into gold. The curse had been broken. Alexander was overjoyed, but he knew that he could never forget the lessons he had learned. He had been given a second chance, and he was determined to use it wisely. From that day on, Alexander continued to use his wealth for good, but now he did it with a newfound appreciation for the true value of life. He knew that happiness could never be found in gold, but in the love and relationships he had with others. The people of his kingdom lived in peace and prosperity, and Alexander was remembered as a kind and wise ruler who had learned the true meaning of life. The moral of the story is that wealth and power can blind us to the true treasures of life. It's important to appreciate the people and relationships we have, and to use our resources to make a positive impact in the world. True happiness can never be found in material possessions, but in the love and kindness we show to others.